Hello, 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 hello. Um, okay, so I had an oops, right? I went into my YouTube channel to just kind of check out some of the responses, and I realized that there was a list of questions there from some of my viewers. So, oops. Um, I do want to say that I'm not accustomed to going there looking for questions. The questions are actually supposed to go to Latrice at AskDrLatrice.com. That's Latrice at AskDr Latrice Latrice.com. That's where I'm accustomed to going and receiving you guys' questions, and even to my messenger. Some of you guys send me questions in Messenger on Facebook, and that's fine. On Facebook, I'm Latrice Lindsay, and on my page that many of you follow me on is Ask Dr. Latrice. So, and Messenger through either one of those is fine, but I prefer them to come through the email. Um, so what I want to do is, there was about three individuals that, ladies, that were asking the same question, and I want to attempt to answer you, ladies, all three of you, because I need to play catch up here because it was the exact same question. Not the same question, but the same concept of the question. What do I mean? You ladies are saying that you're in these committed relationships. What is that? And your significant other will say something to you and you don't understand what they meant. Like, I'll give an example. Actually, one of the questions was your significant other said to you that you mean the world to him, and you felt warm and fuzzy, and the stars and the birds were singing. It was this beautiful, beautiful moment. And a couple days later, you were like, what does he mean? I mean the world to him. Like what is that? And so now you're in this question, and this letter that you sent me. You're upset. Why? Ladies, sometimes we make things so complicated. You mean the world to him, and I mean that's such a beautiful thing to say, especially coming from a man. I mean, that's really emotional. However, this is your relationship, it's your committed relationship, and you realize after you came down from floating that um, you didn't know what he meant. Like, what does that mean? I mean the world to you. But here's the problem with that. You're asking me. I don't know. I don't know. I'm not one of those coaches or, relationship coach that has a list of do these 5 things to get a man. Oh, do these 10 things to get a man. No. No. If you are confused about anything, and this goes in a relationship, not just committed relationships. This is with your children. This is with your spouses. This is with your mom, dad, worker, coworker, boss. This is with your girlfriend, your whoever. And you don't understand what someone has said to you. You don't understand the question. Then ask. Ask them. It's really, really simple. It's not, you don't have to decode everything. It's so simple. You just look him in the eyes, and you don't do this during the football game. You don't do this, while he's at work. You do this when it's just the two of you. You guys are alone together. You can look into his eyes, and he can look into your eyes, and you can ask him, you said something to me the other day, and it, as beautiful as it was, and it made me feel X, Y, and Z. I realized that I need more of an explanation. Like what does that mean to you? That I mean the world to you. And whatever answer he gives you, you accept that. You accept it. Um, it's just not that complicated. It's not. It doesn't need to be decoded. Um, it is what it is. You mean the world to him. It sounds like from the letter, and I said sounds like because you didn't say this to me, but it sounds like you really want to define your relationship. You want to know where you are. And what I'm going to say to you is, if you don't know where you are, then you need to ask. Don't fall into everyone that's saying, oh, well, if he doesn't say it, you don't mean anything to him. That's not true. It's just not true. And I hear so many coaches saying, oh, if he doesn't do one, two, and three, and then A, B, and C, then he's not into you. He doesn't desire to be with you. He doesn't want to marry you. Not true. I said it. I did. Not true. There is no rules that says he has to do da 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 or da 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 da, and this is what it means. It's you and it's him. You guys are the ones that are in this committed relationship. And if you're confused about anything that has been said, all you have to do is ask for clarity. And I would say definitely, choose the time that you ask for clarity. Okay. That question again came from, I believe it was about three of you young ladies wanted to know. He said this to me, and I don't know what he meant. So, Dr. Latrice, what did he mean? Does that mean he's in love with me? Does that mean that we're getting married? To the other young lady, he didn't ask you to marry him. It's not what he said. He said that he loves you and that he can't see you not in his life. Something to that effect. That he wants you in his life. That's a beautiful thing. Looks like he's definitely planning for the future. Still wasn't a will you marry me. Not saying that it's not coming. Not saying that's not what he meant. But again, if you're confused, all you have to do is ask. And then sometimes, ladies, you just have to be in the moment. You just have to enjoy the moment. You have to enjoy where you are. You've already decided this is the road you're going to go down. You guys are dating. You're in this committed relationship. You're already there. And, sometimes you just got to have to enjoy it. How you start is how you finish. I say it all the time. It's really kind of hard to go back and change the rules of the game. You can definitely go back and suggest some things and have some heartfelt conversations about what it is you want and desire. And it is hard to kind of go back and say, I've been doing X, Y, and Z with you, and that's not really who I am. This is what I should have said, and this is how I should have behaved, and this is really who I am and where I'm at. That's a tough conversation to go back and have, and to flip the script on a man when you have exhibited another character, another other character. You're another character. Um, it's kind of hard. It can be done, but it needs to be done, and that I can coach you through. That I can coach you through. It needs to really be done with a lot of tact and a thought out process. Um, no one likes the script to be flipped on them. Excuse me. Women don't, and trust me, men don't. Okay, so if that's kind of where number three was going with this, and I say number three meaning your thing is you led this, not really led. I don't want to say that, but you presented yourself to be one way when really that wasn't exactly who you were in your truth, and you are struggling with leading this life that is this relationship, this courtship that is acceptable in God's sight. However, you didn't start it off that way. That's not what you said. You thought that, if you guys were intimate and you hooked him, um, that you could go back later and flip the script, and now he thinks you're bipolar. And that comment that he made to you is exactly that. You act bipolar. So your question was, what does he mean by that? Well, the definition of bipolar, I would really strongly suggest you look it up. I don't have a dictionary in front of me, but I do have bipolar in my family. So what I will say is that one minute they're here, and the next minute they're there. One minute you're over here, and the next minute you're over there. You flip, you're back and forth, and that's what he's saying to you is that when we hooked up, you didn't say anything about you were trying to live this holy life, this holy lifestyle, and be committed, and that you were struggling with not committing fornication. And now that we're into it, and I'm feeling you, and you're feeling me, and I'm all excited where we are, and I'm comfortable where we are, not saying that it's not going to lead to marriage. Now you want to flip the script, and I'm just not sure if I'm cool with that. And you acting bipolar. He had a right. He had a right. You have a right too. But don't be disappointed if you don't get what it is you want. His response wasn't what you wanted, and now you're upset. And you really can't be upset with him. You should be upset with you. That's the truth. Probably not what you wanted to hear from me, but however, it is the truth. And, I truly wish you the best on that. I have been down that road, so I trust me, I can relate. I can definitely coach you in this area. To this young lady, definitely go to Latrice at askdrlatrice.com, and you and I can have some more in-depth conversation in regards to where you are and what has happened. And I truly, truly wish you the best in this. It is not a throwaway relationship, although things are changing. The dynamics of it are changing. You don't necessarily have to throw this relationship out. I would not abandon ship at this point. Call me and or message me, and you and I can talk in more detail. Begin again, because it is a road that I went down myself, and I may be able to help you and give you some insight on some do's and don'ts, and some prayer. Okay. Um, Ladies, I hope that that helped you. I addressed all three of you. And if you have any more questions about any of that, then you absolutely can go to Latrice at askdrlatrice.com. And I will be more than happy to, continue to work with you ladies and help get you through some of this. But one thing I want to leave this with is things are just not that complicated, ladies. When in a relationship, whether it is a committed relationship between a male and female, or it is with your children, your mother, your father, I will say it again, your boss, whatever. When someone says something to you and you don't quite understand, you just need to ask. And you need to do it at an appropriate time in an appropriate way. Or if you were just, so in love with what was said and you were floating around like a butterfly, and then you come down and you realize, like, what does that mean? Like I'm still confused. Like, I need more of a clarification. Again, it's really simple. You just ask. Things are not as complicated as we try to, or not try, that we make them. Men really aren't that complex, but they're just not. They will say what they mean, and they mean what they say, and a lot of times there's not much more to it. We want to make it more than what it is. Okay. I love you guys and I appreciate you, and again, I am so sorry that it's taken almost 3 months to really get back to you with this, because I didn't know it was there. I apologize. Going forward, everyone that's watching this, please send the questions to Latrice at askdrlatrice.com. And I promise it doesn't take me 3 months to get back with you guys. I love you. I am concerned. I care. This is something I do. It is a passion of mine, and I'm here for you. Okay. I hope that helped you. Again, if you have any other questions, just don't hesitate. All right.